This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, good evening and welcome once again to Terry Gregg Court in the Shelton High School Mini Dome. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school basketball with an Evergreen Conference boys matchup between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Tumwater Thunderbirds. My name is Diedrich Allen. Joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
Hey, it's great to be here.
And it's great to have you, Jerry. Hunter Ank is also helping us out.
I'm excited to be back here.
Glad to see you back here.
Yeah.
Shelton is 5-10 on the season, winless in 4 EVCO games. The Highclimbers are coming off Thursday's 59-50 loss at WF West. Their 6th loss in a row. 4 of those were conference games. On the other end of the court is Tumwater, which sits at the top of the Evergreen Conference at 4-0, 12-1 overall. The Thunderbirds played last night and beat Battleground 60-57. Tumwater is ranked 2nd in the Class 2A RPI. Max Preps ranks them 8th among Class 2A schools in the state. Common opponents so far this season for the Highclimbers and the T-Birds: Capital, Montesano, WF West, Centralia, Aberdeen, and Black Hills. Tumwater beat all of those. All of them. Shelton lost to them all, unfortunately. Since 2006, the Highclimbers and Thunderbirds have played 14 times. The T-Birds have won all 14 meetings with the Climbers. Most recent matchup was February 7th of last year when Tumwater won 54-30. Guys, it's going to be a long night. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but it's going to be a long night. Coming up, we talk with Shelton coach Sam Krieger. Jerry will get you the starting lineups, and of course we have the tip-off. It's Evergreen Conference boys basketball, the Tumwater Thunderbirds at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Share HCC love and save. For a limited time, when you refer a friend to Hood Canal Communications, you both get a $50 account credit, and your friend gets free installation. That's right, $50 for you, $50 for them, plus waived install fees. New customer activation required, and some restrictions may apply. Share the love, share the savings, share HCC. Don't wait. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481 today.
We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and Hood Canal Communications are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters.
For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
And we're back here in the mini dome. Diedrich, Jerry, Hunter. Oh, let's see here about the first quarter. Into the first quarter, that's what it was. The JV game, I had a nice conversation with Shelton coach Sam Krieger.
Coach Krieger, a little bit of a rough stretch right now. He went down to Chehalis. Couldn't quite complete the comeback yet again. What are you doing to get your kids to go further?
We got to start coming out and playing with intensity like we mean it, like we mean business on the floor, like we want to win, like we want to be taken seriously. That's been a trouble for this group, and we got to attack, and be ready to play when the ball goes up from one end of the quarter to the very end of the fourth.
So we're almost at the halfway season, or halfway point of the conference schedule. What, if anything, are you going to change?
Hopefully we can be healthy. I like to change that. I like to not have to deal with injuries and illnesses like we've been having to. We had 2 kids out last week. I got 3 out today, so that would be the biggest thing I'd change, availability, if we could change that. But other than that, it's just playing hard. We need to play hard to give ourselves an opportunity through the whole game, not just for 5-minute stretches or for the third and the fourth quarter. We got to play hard from first quarter to the fourth quarter.
You mentioned it, 3 guys out. What's going on there?
I got a couple with illness, and then Billy's still recovering from his ankle injury. Hopefully he'll be back Friday.
So you got Tumwater coming in. If you believe everything that you read, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're a good team. They coach well. They play hard. They've been winning ball games, tough ball games, so I expect they'll be a real challenge.
Anything on tap for tonight any different than normal?
No, we'll have a couple kids coming up from JV to help us with our numbers since we're low. Eric Andrews and Charles Medina will come up and maybe play some time. But other than that, we just got to get in there and fight and give them hell.
Sounds good. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Yes, that was Shelton coach Sam Krieger. Jeez, it's going to be one of those nights, guys. I hope not. I hope I'm all wrong about everything that I expect tonight. Hunter, what do you think? You've watched both teams now.
So after reviewing both the Shelton versus Aberdeen game and the Tumwater versus Aberdeen game, the difference maker was definitely the speed and size and the defense played. Preventing the turnovers was really big for Tumwater. They had very little turnovers. The most I could count up to was about 8 or 9 for them over the course of an entire game, which is about to be expected, especially for the high school level. But then you bring in the fact that Aberdeen, they forced them to have, I think it was, I counted 15 by the time the third quarter was reached. So it was a pretty big turnover difference in terms of defense. Tumwater can bring it. They know how to play basketball. They're very defensive.
Yeah, it's not just football they play down there in Tumwater. They play some good basketball. Jerry?
Well, my thing is we got to shoot the threes. We got to make the threes. We've got to shoot a high percentage, 35 to 40%. That's one thing. We can't have 25 turnovers.
Oh, no.
We've got to cut it down to about 12, 15. It's going to be a tough game tonight, but like Sam said, everybody's got to step up and play with intensity.
All right. That's what all Jerry has to say. Play with intensity. We got that right. All right, so we'll be back. Starting lineups coming up next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we are back here in the Mini Dome up at the top of the stands. My name is Diedrich. That's Hunter. That's Jerry. You're sitting right there watching us. We appreciate you. And Jerry's task right now is to give us the starters.
Thank you, Diedrich. Let's start with the Tumwater T-Birds. Under Coach Joss Wilson. At one forward, a 6'4" junior, number 4, Julian Bosley. At one guard, a 6'3" junior, number 14, Owen Reamer. At the other guard, a 6'1" junior, number 20, Ethan Beal. At the other forward, a 6'4" senior, number 25, Braden Conrad. And rounding out the starting lineup for the T-Birds. At center, a 6'4" junior, number 34, Luke Overbay. And now your starters for the Shelton Highclimbers under Sam Krieger. At one guard, a 5'10" senior, number 1, Jeremy Myers. At one forward, a 6'2" senior, number 2, Sam Parsons. At the other forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 3, Fletcher Henry. At the other guard, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Braden Phipps. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Highclimbers at center, a 6'2" senior, number 30, Bennett Henry.
All right, thank you, Jerry. Those are your starters for tonight. Little change in the Highclimber lineup. We heard about it from the coach, some illness and injury. Takes a couple of guys that you normally say, at least one starter out of the lineup. And a bit of strength down low, although, you know, you replace Mason Guard with Bennett Henry. That's not a bad choice, I got to tell you.
Definitely a fair swap to make right there. Both football players, both great at their positions in football. One's a tight end, one's right guard. So
yeah, offensive lineman either way. He's a wall to get through either way.
Both positions demand a lot of strength, and that's what they're going to need tonight due to the size disadvantage they have against Tumwater. So having Bennett down in the paint will make the biggest difference here that they can have.
And healthy, by the way, because I watched him last week and I thought there was something that was off about Bennett, and I asked the coach, and he said, oh, he was sick. He was sick last Thursday, so it's like, okay, that makes sense, because he just didn't seem he was moving very well. He just didn't seem like the Bennett Henry that we like and we know.
Yeah.
So that's good. Okay. We're about ready to do the national anthem. We're going to take a quick timeout right here. We'll be back, tip-off between Shelton and Tumwater on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment.
I'm Garrett Baldwin. I coach football here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. When you see that pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026. Paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Share HCC love and save. For a limited time, when you refer a friend to Hood Canal Communications, you both get a $50 account credit, and your friend gets free installation. That's right, $50 for you, $50 for them, plus waived install fees. New customer activation required, and some restrictions may apply. Share the love, share the savings, share HCC. Don't wait. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481 today.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
And we're about ready to get the starting lineups announced here in the mini dome between Tumwater and Shelton. Little boys action tonight. Well, let's remind you there at the starters: Julian Balsley, Owen Reamer, Ethan Bayo, Braden Conrad, and Luke Overbay are the five for the guys in green. For the guys in white, it's Jeremy Myers, Sam Parsons, Fletcher Henry, Braden Phipps, and Bennett Henry. So we're getting through the starting lineups. Anything you want to say, either one of you guys?
I would like to note that the difference that's going to come from the offenses here is that I've noticed Tumwater uses a lot of practice squad moves. Against Aberdeen, they use the three-man weave a lot, and it worked. And it's something you don't expect to work in a real game, but it was. And they can create that spacing to make that work. And okay. I'm sure we'll probably see that from them tonight as well.
Jerry?
Well, it'll be interesting to see. I haven't watched Tumwater. Do they press?
They play hard. Both sides of the ball, they're always in front of your face.
So the easy answer would be yes.
Hopefully Shelton is able to bring a person to the center to break that press. That's the key. And they got to come to the ball. They got to come to the ball, not only on the press, but in the game.
All right, that's a good point. Well, we're waiting for the last guy to be introduced here, last two guys, I should say, as Braden Phipps just got announced, and here comes Bennett Henry on the starting five. So we're about ready to get this thing tipped off. We'll just keep it here for the moment. Looks like it's going to be Phipps and Overbay. Tip it off in center circle, get this thing underway. We have a moment. We had a pretty good JV game before this. It was a 1-point loss for Shelton, but it was a pretty good, entertaining game. Came down to the last minute, and we're running a little late because the C game also played earlier than that, right here on this court. So here we go. And here we go. Yes. Thanks for the plug, guys. Always follow that. Followed by the NFHS network. I like it. All right. Here we go. Looks like we have a whole fresh set of referees for this game. Different guys. Ball's up, taps one by the Highclimbers. Here's Bennett Henry. He'll hand it off to Jeremy Myers, and here come the Highclimbers. Opening possession of the ball game. Kick it in the corner is Phipps. Braden drives baseline. Gonna jump over the defender, misses. Rebound pulled down by Bayo. And here come the T-Birds. Quick pass underneath and a block by
Fletcher Henry.
Fletcher Henry, yeah, great way to run the court there. And the Highclimbers have another possession here early. Here's Phipps again in that far corner. Gonna drive the side of the paint toward the round. Get it up top to Fletcher Henry. Over to Sam Parsons. He's at the elbow for three. That's off. Rebound. Fletcher Henry up fakes, gets three guys off of his off their feet, but then draws a turnover.
Shelton's taking some interesting shots here today, but they know that they need to set the pace early here, because if they don't, then Tumwater's just going to take advantage of that later in the game.
Highclimbers are going to go full court press and a long ball up to Reamer. Reamer to the hoop. Off the glass and in. So it's 2-0 here. Tumwater on top. 7:10 to go first quarter. Here's Jeremy Myers getting by the defense. Speeds to the top, down the lane. He goes, puts it up. Little runner, no. Fletcher Henry with the rebound, kick it out. And here is Phipps. Braden Phipps back up and reset for the Highclimbers on the offensive board. Got a double screen. And he'll go to the right. He'll spin back for Bennett Henry up top. Bennett will shuffle over and hand it off to Sam Parsons. Sam fakes the three, drives to the side of the paint, has stripped away. And here come the T-Birds. Here's Conrad going to the hoop, missed the shot, rebound, then follow. Believe that was Bayo with the putback, and it's 4-0 Tumwater. 6.5 minutes to go here first quarter. Sam Parsons with it in backcourt. Go ahead.
Tumwater's been really dominant just to start this off with already. They are just trying to set the pace for Shelton. And Shelton really tried to get ahead of that, and they just have not been able to do it yet.
Here's Myers driving baseline. Cut off, throws it up top to Parsons. Parsons will put it on the floor, drive baseline as well. Hand it off to Henry. This is Bennett Henry with the ball. Going to drive side of the paint. Stop on the box, put it up, drew the foul. I believe it went on Conrad. Braden Conrad picked up the first foul of the ball game. And that'll send Bennett Henry to the free throw line. First free throw is off the back of the iron. He'll get another one.
Bennett's a solid free throw shooter. I'm sure he'll knock down his second one here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, he's had a haircut. A different style here tonight.
And they're going to have to shoot 70 to 80% of their foul shots tonight, too. They didn't mention that.
Second one is just a bit short, and a fight for the ball there, knocked out of bounds, and they say it went off of Overbay. It'll be Highclimber ball. Baseline inbounds, left of the backboard. Myers will trigger the play. Wait for the inbounds, and he'll lob it to Phipps. Back to Myers. Quick pass down low. It's deflected by Overbay, recovered by Conrad. And here comes Balsley to Overbay into the corner. Here's a drive on the baseline by Bayo. He missed it. Put back by Overbay is offhand. Rebound eventually gets in the hands of Bennett Henry. Here's Jeremy Myers at top with the dribble. Going to go right. Kick at the corner, Sam Parsons. Up top, Fletcher Henry. Hand it off to Phipps. Gets a screen, takes a three. That one rims off. Rebound Overbay.
Bad time to take a shot right there. Too much pressure on him in that moment.
Ooh, Balsley trying to push it down to the baseline and goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Tumwater.
2 turnovers apiece.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 5:23 to go here in the first quarter. 4-0 is the score. Tumwater on top. Shelton will have the ball.
Yeah, both teams I'm seeing here are playing a lot of good, hard defense, but the offensive game has just been a little bit of a struggle on both sides of the ball here. But I'm sure as they all start to warm up and get a feel for the game, that'll change very quickly.
Tonight's game is a small sample of what school levies help support. Keep paying it forward by voting for kids. Vote yes for on February 10th. So activities like this can continue, paid for by the citizens for Shelton Schools. By the way, ballots are in the mail today. So it'll be Climber ball in their back court. Going to be baseline inbounds. Jerry, you had something to say it. I didn't give you an opportunity.
Just vote right now and turn it in.
Okay. Parsons will try to get it in. He'll just kind of lob it there to Myers and get the ball back. Center of the court to Fletcher Henry. And he'll hand it off to Jeremy Myers, and the Highclimbers will start their offense. Here's Bennett Henry into the corner to Parsons. Parsons steps back for three, hits it. It's the 1-point lead now for the T-Birds, 4-3. And here goes Balsley right to the hoop, up and in. Julian Balsley, he's going all the way.
Yeah, Julian has not had a lot of contestants. Even though he has, he's just not felt the pressure yet.
Here's Bennett Henry taking a hard hit. And then a steal by Oberbay. Back it goes. And here goes Bayo trying to dunk it. And it came up off the back of the iron. And rebound goes to Bennett Henry. Here comes Jeremy Myers. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter.
Yeah, trying to be cocky a little bit too early, just backfired.
And that gives the coach gray hairs.
Here's Sam Parsons way outside from the top for three. No, rebound Oberbay.
Bad shot to take right there, but I'm sure he'll figure out what his range is and adjust to it perfectly.
Here's a Bayo handing it off to Balsley. Balsley gets a screen, drives the foul line, pull-up jumper there off the back of the iron. And rebound goes to Sam Parsons. Hand it off to Myers, and here come the Highclimbers. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, 6-3 is their score. Here's a kick into the corner, and Phipps fakes the three, drives side of the paint, up fakes once. And he'll get it to Fletcher Henry. Fletcher to Bennett Henry. 10 on the shot clock. Over it goes to Phipps for three. Swish, boy, that's a nice shot. Didn't hit anything but net, and it's a 6-6 ball game. Here comes Bayo going right to the hoop. Stripped by Myers. He ran out of bounds with the ball, unfortunately. Couldn't save it.
Like I mentioned before the game, they got to shoot at least 40% of the three-pointers, and that's where they're at right now on their three-pointers, 40%, 2 for 5.
Ethan Bayo will inbounds it from the baseline left of the backboard.
Yeah, solid three-ball game here to start it off with, which is nice. Haven't seen a lot of that this season, but this game has got a lot of blood into it.
Inbounds to Anchors. Landon Anchors puts it up and in. A new face out there for the T-Birds. Got the score. Here's a quick pass up court to Fletcher Henry. He'll get it to Sam Parsons and then find Bennett Henry top the key for three. Rolls in. Bennett's first points in the Highclimbers' first lead, 9-8.
You know it's a good start to the Highclimbers game when their center is pulling down the three ball.
Yeah, that's correct.
Anchors will hand it off to Oberbay. He'll hand it off to Bayo. Bayo will drive to the far side and hand it off to Balsley. Balsley into the corner. Bayo for three. Short. Oberbay with the rebound. Reset. Cross court it goes. Here is Balsley losing the handle in the middle of the court, and Sam Parsons took it away.
Number 20's jump shot is also really pure. Surprised he missed that, but it's a good thing for Shelton that he did.
Quick pass down to Fletcher Henry, taken away, knocked away by Oberbay, who ends up stealing it right back after the deflection. Oberbay will leave it to the back of the trailer, three on the way, and that would be Reamer missed it right into the hands of Bennett Henry. 2:10 to go, first quarter, 9-8. Shelton with the lead in the ball. Here's Jeremy Myers. Skip around and attack, and here's a three by Parsons. Short rebound goes to Bayo. And he'll get it to Anchors. Back to Bayo. Bayo center of the court now, swinging over to the far side. Got to play a two-man game over there. Up top it goes to Anchors. Now it is Reamer. Reamer had the ball rejected back into his face, and be a turnover as Reamer couldn't get it back in. 1:44 to go in the first quarter. 9-8 is the score.
5 turnovers apiece.
Cesar Zapata Soto stepped onto the court for the Highclimbers, and Jake Reed checked on for the T-Birds. Jeremy Myers with the ball in backcourt to Sam Parsons. And over to Phipps. Braden Phipps, patient, steps across midcourt and gets to Myers, the center court circle. They're going to bring Phipps off of a couple of screens, trying to dribble, penetrate, and turn around. Finds Cepeda Soto. Here's Myers. Myers with 5 on the shot clock. Goes right to the bucket around the defender.
Beautiful
up and in.
move. That was beautiful.
1:10
really
to go
played
in the
into
first.
the passing game there too.
3-point lead for the Highclimbers, 11-8. Here's Reed with the ball, guarded by Myers. Myers with the steal. 55 seconds to go in the first. Myers top of the key. Swing it over to Phipps. Phipps drives baseline, stops, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Zepeda Soto. Out it goes to Fletcher Henry for 3. That's off. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Phipps. And it'll go over to Tumwater. Brady Wall will step on for the T-Birds, replacing Luke Overbay. Why am I saying Overbay? I have no idea. But it's Overbay. Oh, boy. Inbounds will go into Taylor Johnson, who also checked in for Tumwater. Here's Wall. Back to Anchors. Anchors still at midcourt. And this is Reed. Reed on the drive to the three-point arc far side. Bounces it to Anchors. Anchors up top it goes to Balsley. Back over to Anchors. Anchors drives baseline. Spins, drew the foul on Jeremy Myers. That's the first foul for the Highclimbers.
Yes, and only one foul for Tumwater so far. Team fouls. So, yeah.
Both teams have been avoiding getting in trouble here. And I've noticed some hands being where they shouldn't actually be and foul should be called.
Inbounds goes to Johnson. He'll take a 3, miss it. Rebound goes to Myers. Myers will weave away from people and set with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Shelton up 3, 11-8 here. It is the end of the first quarter. It's rolling. Here's Phipps for 3. He rattles it in. 6 points for Braden, and that makes it a 14-8 Shelton lead after 1. We'll be right back. It's the Mason Web TV powered by HCC.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix. But vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseuwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter, 14-8. Go ahead quickly, Jerry.
The Shelton Highclimbers are 4 for 9 from three-point land. That's 44%. Tumwater is 0 for 3 from three-point land.
Tumwater will start the quarter with the ball. There goes Reed. He'll hand it off to Johnson. Back to Reed in the corner, looking low. And he'll bounce it down to Anchors. Anchors swings it up top. Johnson for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Bennett Henry. Jeremy Myers with the ball on the far side. Now center the ball on the dribble. Go over to the near side, get in the corner to Parsons. Now up top to Zepeda Soto. Over goes to Phipps, far side. Now he'll drive baseline, draw a double team back to Zepeda Soto. Now to Bennett Henry. And here is Phipps. Phipps trying to get by Johnson. He'll drive baseline, stop, draw a double team, kick it out to Zepeda Soto. Long 2 with 1 on the shot clock. Missed it. Rebound goes to Balsley. And Julian's going to go. No, he's going to throw it to the baseline. And that's Wall. Out top it goes to Anchors. And now to Reed. Reed skips over to the far side, hands it off to Johnson. And a traveling call on the T-Birds.
He just took one extra step right as he caught it there.
And you mentioned they don't do that many turnovers. Tumwater, they've already got 7.
That's Shelton's definitely been taking advantage. I don't know what they're taking advantage of here compared to what I've seen in other games, but this game is different.
Trevor Gott checked in for the Highclimbers. He'll get it in to Jeremy Myers. Let's see, Overbay. No, it's not Overbay. Did he return? A couple of returners there for the T-Birds. We'll get to those when we get a moment. Here's Braden Phipps between the circles. Gets a screen from Zepeda Soto. He'll step back for the 3 at the elbow. Gets it in there. 9 points for Braden Phipps, and it's a 17-8 lead for the Highclimbers here early on in the second quarter.
Highclimbers are really riding the hot hand here.
Trevor Gott knocked the ball out of bounds.
Yeah. Braden Phipps is 3 for 4 from three-point land.
He's sidelining inbounds for the T-Birds. Anchors will trigger the play. Foul line extended near side. Inbounds goes to Bayo. Bayo draws a double team and it slips away. Bounce it out. And this is, actually this is Conrad. He'll hand it off to Bayo. Bayo back to Conrad. Conrad with the dribble on the far side. Up top it goes to Wall. Wall drives into the paint, kick it to the corner. And that's Reamer. Reamer to the foul line. Elbow off the glass. No. Rebound goes to Phipps. And then a foul a little late on the whistle. But Ethan Bayo picked up his first personal.
First rebound for Phipps here, too. He's just been showing off on the offensive side, but I'm sure he'll have a good bit of defense to play here as well.
Highclimbers up 9, 17-8. 6:13 to go here in the first half. This is a shocker for me so far, guys, and I'm humbled by this play by the Highclimbers, and I'm glad I'm wrong.
Well, I'm amazed how few fouls there's been.
Yeah, the real difference maker here has been the rebounds from what I'm counting. I've got a 5 for Bennett alone, but I might be wrong by about 1 or 2 there.
Yeah.
Whatever you get is good.
Yep.
Here is Bennett Henry with the ball in the front court for the Highclimbers. Handed off to Myers, Jeremy Myers. We'll skip over to the far side. Get it to the corner, actually the baseline. And Phipps trying to drive on Reamer. Finds Gott. Gott will take the 3, drive to the baseline, and he'll kick it out to Zepeda Soto. And Caesar saves it in bounds, but right in the hands of Bayo. Bayo on the other way. Off the glass and in. Ethan with his first points, and it's a 7-point Highclimber lead, 17-10. Here's Trevor Gott in the back court. Bounces Jeremy Myers. Anchors right there. Then Bayo switches off on him. Here he comes, getting by Bayo. It was Myers. Myers to the corner. Gott for 3. Short rebound. Bayo on the run. He's got Reamer running with him. Reamer gets the ball right to the hoop, up and in. 4 points for Owen Reamer. And it's now a 5-point Climber lead. 17-12. Here's Trevor Gott in the backcourt. Gets it to Jeremy Myers, and now Bennett Henry back to Myers, set the play. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the half. Here's Gott to Bennett Henry, back to Trevor Gott. Trevor puts it on the floor, finds Henry down low, up fakes a couple times, gets 3 guys off their feet, but blocked from behind, and rebound goes to Tumwater. Here comes Reamer. Finds Anchors. Anchor leaves it there for Bayo. Bayo down the lane, lost the handle and drew the foul. That'll be the first foul on the Highclimbers.
I want to mention Trevor Gott made a really nice pass down here on our side. Beautiful pass.
Bennett Henry called with the first foul on the Highclimbers. Fletcher Henry will come in for Zepeda Soto. Carter Garcia will step on for Trevor Gott. Highclimber lineup. Both of the Henrys are out there. Garcia, Phipps, and Jeremy Myers. T-Bird lineup. Bayo, Anchor. Let's see here, Wall. I'm missing somebody. We've got Reamer and Conrad. There we go. That'll be baseline inbounds now for the T-Birds. As Anchors will trigger the play. Left of the backboard. 4:42 to go in the first half. 17 Shelton, 12 Tumwater. T-Birds have the ball after the foul to the Highclimbers. Inbounds right into Anchors, up and in. I'm sorry, it was Conrad up and in, pardon me. And it's a 3-point Highclimber lead, 17-14. Braden Phipps with the ball on the far side in the backcourt. Back to Myers. Lob it back to Phipps. 20 on the shot clock. Over goes to Garcia for 3. Missed it. Rebound goes to Bayo. Tried to put body English on it, didn't work.
Shelton seems to have slowed down offensively here coming into the 5th minute of the second quarter.
Conrad gets it up to Wall. Wall will hand it off to Reamer. Reamer, top of the key, over to Anchors. Anchors from the elbow for 3. That's short, right into the hands on the rebound of Fletcher Henry. Here comes Jeremy Myers. Lob it in the corner, Garcia. Back out to Myers. 20 on the shot clock. Up top to Fletcher Henry. Over it goes to Braden Phipps, and he'll get a screen, and there's going to be a foul on the T-Birds.
Bennett Henry is played, I think, the whole game. You can tell right now he's a little bit of a break.
Owen Reamer picked up the personal foul. Excuse me, guys. Go ahead.
I only saw Bennett on the bench for just about a minute, and then they just brought him right back in here. So he hasn't had a whole lot of time to get any amount of water or breath in.
Sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Carter Garcia will get it into the back court to Jeremy Myers. Reset of that shot clock after the foul. Myers will get it over to Fletcher Henry. Fletcher a couple of jab steps, and he'll hand it back off to Myers. Myers working up top over to Garcia, looking low for Bennett Henry. Slapped off the body out of bounds. Conrad did a good job knocking it off the body of Bennett Henry out of bounds. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Shelton 17, Tumwater 14. The T-Birds have the ball. Here is Bayo. Oh, Jeremy Myers almost had a steal there on Bayo.
Good effort by Jeremy.
Conrad will inbound it from the sideline, get it to Bayo near midcourt.
Shelton really needs to get back into the three-point rhythm that they had earlier.
Here goes Bayo driving baseline. Up and in. 4 points for Ethan. It's a 1-point Highclimber lead, and the ball is stolen away by the T-Birds. And back to Bayo up and I'm sorry, that was Balsley with the basket. And it's a 1-point T-Bird lead, 18-17. Here is Carter Garcia with the ball crossing midcourt. Swinging over to Bennett Henry. Down low, out it goes to Phipps for three. Oh, count it. Oh, with a guy in his face. 4 threes for Braden Phipps.
It has been a battle going into the second half, or into the second quarter here.
2-point Highclimber lead. Up it goes to Balsley. Balsley to the hoop, up and in. Julian Balsley with 6 points, and it's a 20-all game. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. And a steal, and putting it up and in will be Ethan Bayo. 6 points in the quarter. And it's a 22-20 lead for the T-Birds. Here is Carter Garcia. Splits the double team, and it rolls to Bennett Henry. Hand it off to Jeremy Myers, and the Highclimbers start with 17 on the shot clock. Hook it in, nice two-man game. Nice play by Fletcher Henry with his first points. Tie ball game at 22, under 2 minutes remaining. Here is Balsley. Balsley going to speed to the hoop. He'll get an extra point pass down there to, sorry, that was Reamer. Rejected and recovered by Bennett Henry. Here comes Jeremy Myers with 1:40 to work. 22-all. Carter Garcia drives to the runner side of the paint, just short. Fletcher Henry with the rebound putback. Falls off. Rebound goes to Balsley. Up it goes to Bayo. Bayo to the top of the key. He'll swing it over, and here's Balsley driving baseline on Garcia. Puts it up short. Rebound in traffic. Over Bay. Out it goes. 3 on the way by Reamer. In.
The Thunderbirds really have good shooting form on that three-point line. Same with their layouts. They have the hooks close in.
Here's Bennett Henry up faking a couple of guys twice and up and in. He gets his 5th point, second basket. And it's a 1-point Tumwater lead with a minute remaining in the half, 25-24. T-Birds have the ball. Here's Anchors. He'll hand it off to Bayo. Bayo working to the far side, hand it off to Reamer. Reamer back to Bayo in the corner, back to Reamer to the bucket, off the glass and in.
Nice pass by Ethan Bayo.
40 seconds to go here in the half. Here's Carter Garcia. Now hand it back to Jeremy Myers, set to play. 20 on the shot clock. There's about a 14-second difference between game and shot clock. Here is Phipps with the guy in his face. Up top it goes to Bennett Henry. 10 on the shot clock. Finds Carter Garcia. He'll skip along to the top, finds Fletcher Henry. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Phipps forcing one up, missed it short. Overbay with the rebound. Up it goes to Bayo. Bayo to the hoop with a scoop and a score. Wow. Bayo with 8 points all in the second quarter, and it's a 5-point Tumwater lead. And we're through a half, and it was a fast half, guys. Tumwater 29, Shelton 24. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
Share HCC love and save. For a limited time, when you refer a friend to Hood Canal Communications, you both get a $50 account credit, and your friend gets free installation. That's right, $50 for you, $50 for them, plus waived install fees. New customer activation required and some restrictions may apply. Share the love, share the savings, share HCC. Don't wait. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481 today.
Hi, I'm Amy from Cooper Studios in Shelton. I've seen firsthand how our schools shape the next generation, kids learning real skills, growing in confidence, and giving back to the community. The levy isn't a new tax. It keeps programs going that the state doesn't cover, like safety, athletics, and hands-on learning. Strong schools mean a strong community.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026. Paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, it's halftime here in the Mini Dome. Tumwater 29, Shelton 24. The T-Birds, they're being led in scoring by Owen Reamer, 9 points. 7 of those in the second quarter. Ethan Bayo has 8 points, all in the second quarter. 6 for Julian Balsley, a basket for Braden Conrad, and a basket for Luke Oberbay. For the Highclimbers, their leading scorer is Braden Phipps. He has 12 points, 4 threes in the first half, 2 in each quarter. Let's see here, 5 for Bennett Henry, a 3 for Sam Parsons, a basket for Fletcher Henry, and a basket for Jeremy Myers. We have some more statistics to get to, and we'll get to those in just a moment. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Halftime score, Tumwater 29, Shelton 24. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a minute.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
All right, we're back here in the Mini Dome. Still trying to figure out what they're doing here at halftime, or the halftime show here at the Mini Dome. Is it some sort of thing to get the cube or whatever they have in the blue thing in the middle of the center court? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to talk about basketball. What do we got more statistically?
Okay. For the T-Birds, They had 7 turnovers. They didn't shoot a foul shot.
Only one free throw shot here. Go ahead, Jerry. Sorry.
And they were they were 13 for 26 from the field for 50%. And they had a little difficulty from three-point land. They were only 1 for 6. But from inside the arc, the third three-point line, they were 12 for 20. Wow. They had 7 turnovers. Okay. Now for the Highclimbers, they shot 9. They made 9 shots out of 26 for 35%, and they were 0 for 2 from the foul line. They had 9 turnovers. So, and the foul situation, wow. We only had 2 fouls for each team in the half.
3 for Tumwater. I have 3 for Tumwater.
You got 3 for Tumwater?
I have 3 for Tumwater. Not that it really matters. I mean,
let's see.
I have 3. I have Conrad, Bayo, and Reamer.
Oh, okay. I didn't have 1 for Reamer. So you're right. So that would be 3. So
I mean, it's really inconsequential, other than the fact there are nobody in foul trouble.
Yeah, nobody has 2 or 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And as far as the rebounds are concerned,
well, let's
yeah, you want to mention
to it.
He's got it pretty accurate for Shelton. So if he wants to say it, yeah.
The Henry brothers have really been bringing the ball down and back onto Shelton's side. Bennett with 6 of those rebounds, and Fletcher with 4 of them, and 1 apiece for Sam Parsons and Braden Phipps also.
Okay.
And then for the Thunderbirds, their main rebounder has been Luke Overbay, so he has give or take 1 or 2. He has 2 right now on the rebounds.
Okay.
And, 1 for Bayo, 1 for Reamer, and 1 for Balsley. But I think Balsley might have a few more in there as well.
Well, we'll go with what you give us. That's all good. No, we're not official by any means, and nobody tracks the official books with what we give by any means. Well, guys, that was a lot of fun first half. Let's see if we could continue this in the second.
Well, you know, I like I said, if we can shoot 40% of our three-pointers, we can stay in the game.
Yeah.
We can stay in the game.
Well, they're kind of, Braden Phipps, he's hit 4 of them.
Yeah.
Got 12 points. They kind of started to pay attention to him a little bit more. And I think that's why the coach brought out Garcia as another shooter along with Sam Parsons.
Yeah, and 4 for 6 for Braden Phipps. And,
we'll see.
Sam Parsons is also very capable of lighting it up.
Yeah.
And it was neat to see Ben and Henry get a three-pointer.
Right, Ben
we
got
were
a
smiling
3.
about that. That was good.
Yeah, Sam Parsons got a 3, and then, of course, the 4 threes by Braden Phipps. Oh, by the way, all this goes towards our food drive fundraiser. You know, I have to tie it in somewhere. As we're collecting some funds, every free throw and three-pointer made by both teams, we add them up at the end of the night, and we send some money to one of the...
So you have sent some
I have
money yet
already. As I said, 125 to Saints Pantry from our first 4 broadcasts, 167 to the North Mason Food Bank. Our next 4 and the last 4, we have $173 ready, and then we'll add tonight in our next broadcast, and we'll send that
and
to
then
Saints
on
Pantry.
Friday we get to go to North Mason.
Oh, yeah,
so
I forgot
we'll
about
get
that.
we'll get to add a little bit to their more.
Well, we'll think about where we're going to send the North Mason funds, but yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. But right now, I think I had a total of $450 that we're going to have already sent or will be sending.
Have you had some contributed by the our community?
I hope they have. They haven't told us yet.
Okay.
So if you are out there contributing to one of the local food banks, please let us know and keep those pantries stocked. That's our.
I want to say too, when you get that ballot, don't put it on your desk underneath a couple pieces of paper.
Yeah, you
fill it out right away and send it in.
Yeah, Mason County Auditor Steve Dunkel said this morning that they're going in the mail today. So if the post office is on schedule, it should be tomorrow or the next day, at least by Friday.
Yeah.
All right, we're back to basketball, folks. Highclimbers will get the ball to start the third quarter, trailing by 5. They have Phipps, Parsons, Myers, and both the Henrys out there. Here's Bennett Henry to Phipps. Phipps is going to spin baseline, stop on the box, and lose the handle. And here comes a Balsley. Balsley with a full head of steam. He'll wisely turn around. Hand it off to Bayo. Bayo will work to the top of the key. Now work over to the near side and leave it there for Conrad. Conrad up top to Reamer. And Bayo now to Reamer. Hand it off to Balsley. Balsley to the foul line. He'll take a jumper there. Miss it. Rebound goes to Sam Parsons. Hand it off to Jeremy Myers. Here come the Highclimbers. Back to Parsons to Myers. Myers gets a screen from Bennett Henry. And he'll throw it up top to Fletcher Henry. Fletcher one dribble over to Braden Phipps. Phipps stops inside the paint, finds Fletcher Henry. And Fletcher's going to go to work. Kick it to the top to Bennett. Bennett looks the floor over. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Phipps. Phipps at the top. He steps back. He'll swing it over to Bennett for 3 at the buzzer, and it's off the top of the backboard. Out of bounds. 6:47 to go. It's like nobody wanted to take a shot there in that offensive set.
Tumwater was really closing in with defense there. They were just trying to force a bad shot, and that's exactly what they got out of it.
Yeah.
Bale with the ball for the T-Birds. Slowing the pace down, then kicking it up again as it crosses midcourt. Now to Conrad. Up top. Goes to Reamer. Into Bayo. Bayo under the basket, off the glass and in. Ethan Bayo with 10 points. It's a 31-24 lead for the T-Birds. Here's Sam Parsons in backcourt. To Braden Phipps. Now over to Jeremy Myers. Now Fletcher Henry with it. Across midcourt. And he'll look for somebody. And he'll get it to his brother, Bennett Henry. Now to Parsons, far corner. Gonna drive in, spin, fadeaway hook goes in for Sam Parsons. Wow.
Definitely seemed like there was some luck in that shot involved right there. There was very, very heavily contested.
Here's Bayo, top of the key the other way for the T-Birds. Leave it in the hands of Conrad. Conrad's gonna drive side of the paint, leave it to the baseline, Overbay. Now to Balsley. Balsley steps back, he'll shuffle it back to Overbay, and now here comes Reamer. Reamer to Bayo. Bayo skipping along the three-point arc. 10 on the shot clock. Balsley. Balsley will hand it off. Overbay. Overbay gets a screen. Drives to the foul line. Stops and pops. A little hesitation. Short. Rebound tapped. And now controlled by Bennett Henry. Boy. That's the way we stay with the play. 5:25 to go third quarter. 31-26. Tumwater with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Jeremy Myers to Braden Phipps up top. Trying to find some space. Gets a screen. And had it stolen away by Balsley. Balsley has a 2-on-2. He's going to take it to his bucket himself, put it up and in. Balsley with 8 points, and it's the 33-26 lead for Thunderbirds.
He sure does a nice job of taking it to the hoop, doesn't he?
Certainly does.
He's had that speed advantage through the whole game so far.
Here's Sam Parsons, far side, gets a screen, steps back and fakes the 3. And leave it to Bennett Henry, down to Fletcher Henry in the paint. Turnaround hook for Fletcher. Missed it, got his own rebound. Leave it for the guy cutting in, and it's Sam Parsons drawing the foul. Nice vision by Fletcher Henry to see Sam cutting to the bucket. I would not have seen that if I was him. Got to tell you that straight off. Sam Parsons at the free throw line. First free throws for him, and only the second time any team has been to the line tonight.
Exactly.
Second time for the Highclimbers. Here is the first free throw. Rattles in for Sam Parsons.
Shelton finally back down to only being down 6 here, which is really nice.
Checking into the ball game, Landon Ankers replaces Conrad. Here's the second free throw by Shelton. Sam Parsons. Got it both. Give him 7 points. And it's a 33-27 lead for the T-Birds with 4:35 to go third quarter. Here's Bayo handing it off to Balsley. Balsley gets around the defense, finds Bayo in the corner. Ethan with a little drive, hesitates, drives into the paint, puts it up, missed the shot, got his own rebound, missed that one. Rebound the second time was Ankers. He draws a foul on the Highclimbers. By the way, the previous foul was by Conrad on T-Birds. This foul, I didn't see who it went on. It went on Sam Parsons, his first. First free throw up and in for Ankers. That's their first free throw of the night, the T-Birds. Here's Landon Anchors with another free throw. Got it. Boy, that looked good. 35-28, 4:24 to go here in the third quarter. Sam Parsons in backcourt. Jeremy Myers now across midcourt, center of the court. Come over to the near side, barking out some play. He's going to drive, clear the side out, and go right to the hoops. Stripped and blocked by Anchors. And Anchors is going to bring it up. Over to Balsley. Balsley spins, knocks over. Parsons fades away and hits. 10 points for Julian Balsley.
Tumwater got really physical with those last few plays here.
Yeah, they've stretched to 9 now. Is that the biggest lead?
Shelton was also up 9 at one point.
Yeah, I think for the T-Birds, yes, 9. Okay. Bennett Henry up top. Hand it off to Parsons. Parsons gets a screen from Henry. Bennett gets the ball back, drives in, turns around in the paint, missed it. Rebound goes to Overbay. He'll get it out to Bayo. Bayo on the run the other way for the T-Birds. Between the circles. He's going to dribble over and hand it off to Reamer. Reamer gets a screen to the top, takes a 3. Nope, we have a whistle away from the ball, and I think they're going to get Landon Anchors with an illegal screen. Certainly does. That is the second team foul on the T-Birds.
And the first on Anchors.
James Reed will step back in for the T-Birds as Zepeda Soto will step on for the Highclimbers. And the first time tonight is going to be Medina for the Highclimbers. Number 33, he has the ball mid-court to Zepeda Soto. And Caesar will turn around and get it back over to Sam Parsons. Parsons looking for Zepeda Soto. He'll find it get it into Fletcher Henry. Cutting to the bucket is Medina. Missed the shot. Rebound Zepeda Soto. Up top to Parsons. Parsons fakes the 3, puts it on the floor, drives in, spins and puts it up. Missed the shot. And there's going to be a whistle on the rebound. And I think it'll be on the T-Birds. I believe it's going to go on Anchors. That is his second. Third team foul on Tumwater. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Left of the backboard, Zepeda Soto will inbounds it. What is that noise, guys?
Somebody's the first person of each 2 fouls.
Zepeda Soto will get it in. He'll lob it up top to Medina. Medina will dribble past the screen and will get it back to Zepeda Soto. Caesar to the top of the key, swinging it over to Phipps. Phipps down to Henry. Fletcher off the glass and in. Fletcher Henry with 4 points. 7-point Tumwater lead. 2:33 to go here in the third. Here's Reed with the ball. Hand it off to Reamer. Reamer will step back and reset for the T-Birds over to Bayo. Bayo will hand it off to Overbay. Overbay with 10 on the shot clock, signs Bayo. Bayo drives baseline, goes right to the middle of the paint, misses shot, rebound tapped, and tapped out to Reamer. Reamer's going to drive in, kick it over there, and a 3 on the way by Anchors. Yes! 7 points for Landon Anchors, and it's a 10-point Tumwater lead.
Well contested 3 there, too. He just poked.
Zepeda Soto can't handle the pass up the sidelines, knocked out of bounds by Landon Anchors. Fletcher Henry get a well-deserved rest, and checking into the ball game is Eric Andrews, number 15. Get his first playing time here in the varsity level. Inbounds goes to Sam Parsons in backcourt. Here's Medina. Charles will put on the dribble. Pick and roll with Andrews. His shot is short. Rebound goes to Conrad. Comes Landon Akers going to go coast to coast with a double pump and miss the shot but draw the foul. Pardon me. Landon Akers back to the free throw line. And the foul is going to go on Braden Phipps, his first. I think the second team foul on the Highclimbers here. 1:34 to go in the third quarter. 40-30, that's our score. Tumwater on top. T-Birds Landon Akers at the free throw line.
3 for 3 from the foul line.
Just going to say that, Jerry. Thanks for taking the words right out of my mouth.
Sorry.
We're on the same wavelength. That scares me. 1:34 to go in the third quarter. 30, make it 42.
At least I didn't jinx him.
That's true. T-Birds up 12. That's the largest lead of the night. Medina with the ball actually at midcourt, spins away from the defense, finds Andrews. Andrews is going to drive in, draw a double team, picked up that pivot foot just enough to draw the whistle. Ouch.
Shelton really needs to get back into the scoring rhythm here. Down
Yeah.
12 in the third quarter is not a good place to be at.
Yeah, they picked up 4 turnovers compared to none for Tumwater this half.
Here's Reed with the ball in backcourt. Crosses midcourt. Hand it off to Bunn, who's in there. And now to a Wall. And Akers is having some trouble. It's poked out and it goes off the hands, out of bounds, off of Bunn, out of bounds.
First turnover for Tumwater this half.
1:03 to go, third quarter. 42-30 is our score. Inbounds goes from Parsons to Phipps, and Parsons gets it back up the court. It goes to Andrews. Andrews turns and faces the basket. Way outside, finds Parsons over to Phipps. Phipps behind the back dribble. Over goes to Medina. Medina will put it on the floor, drive the foul line. He's good at this. Goes right to the bucket, up and in. Oh, he's good at that.
I believe those are his first varsity points. So
likely
is.
In the corner. And there's some steps taken by Brandon Conrad on the pass off. It'll be Highclimber ball with 40.3 seconds remaining in a 10-point Tumwater lead.
Could that be Medina's first basket as a varsity?
That's what we just said, Jerry.
Did we?
Here's a lob up and a nice pass down to Zepeda Soto. He'll put it up and in. Caesar with his first basket of the night. And it's 42-34 with 25 seconds to go, third quarter. Reed will wave everybody off. And he'll hand it off to Conrad. Conrad. Phipps reaching all the way now, Reed. Reed up top. And here is Wall. Wall to Reed. Gonna dribble on the far side. Get it over to Anchors. Anchors get it to Reed for 3. Missed it. Zepeda Soto with a rebound. Hand it off to Parsons, and the quarter runs out. Tumwater 42. Shelton 34. After 3, we head to the fourth. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. PUD3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
We head to the fourth quarter of play. Tumwater 42, Shelton 34. T-Birds will start the quarter with the ball. Looks like they're, well, I was going to say all their starters are out there, but there's not. And a quick 5 count on Conrad. Boy, that was quick.
And he pushed him.
He pushed him, what do you mean?
There was a foul.
Was there a foul?
Yep.
No, it was just a 5 count, Jerry. It's just a 5 count. Oh, you're right, Jerry. There's a...
No,
they put a foul up there, but I swear he just did the 5 count, but they didn't give a number then if they got a foul.
Did you see the push?
I saw a push, but I didn't see it counting foul.
Well, they put a 1 on the board. They didn't give a number. Here is, I'm sorry, it was Henry's going to be pushed by Conrad out of bounds. It's been a Henry. Have not had an opportunity to set the lineups as Trevor got Jeremy Myers, both the Henrys out there, and the Carter Garcia. It'll be baseline inbounds left of the backboard as Gott will trigger the play. Looking in the middle, and he'll throw it to Jeremy Myers. Drive in, up fake, step by the defense, puts it up, gets it to drop in. Jeremy Myers with 4 points, and it's 42-36.
Only a 6-point game here. This is a very shocking moment to see.
Here's Bunn with the ball, and he put it up there to nobody, and Bennett Henry gets a steal out of it. Myers pushes the pace, finds Garcia, fake the three, drives baseline, spins back at the baseline, slapped away by Conrad, taken away, and Conrad will bring the ball out for T-Birds. They'll get it to Bunn. Max Bunn with the ball, top of the key, swinging over near side, hand it off, and here's Julian Balsley. Hook it back to Conrad, he'll take a three. He'll hit a three. Conrad with 5 points tonight. It's his first three. 45-36. Jeremy Myers in backcourt. One hands it to Fletcher Henry. 20 on the shot clock, and he'll get it back to Myers. Myers drives to the foul line, turns around, and he'll get it to Fletcher Henry up top. Ooh, just about. Ooh, just about.
Close.
Here's Carter Garcia with 4. He steps by the defense, launches a long 2. That's 2 for Garcia, but he hit it. That's his first points.
Very heavily contested 2 there.
Had his foot inside the line, huh?
Just, well, he pivoted into under the arc is what he did, and but he got points out of it as the shot clock was running down. So the starters back in there for the T-Birds. Overbay, Reamer, Balsley, Bayo, and Conrad. Here is Bayo with the ball. Handed off to Reamer. The Balsley threw a little bit behind him, and Bennett Henry came up with it. Here is Jeremy Myers. Going to drive the baseline, spin back, puts it up, and the foul. Oh, boy.
Clutch buckets here tonight from Jeremy. Trying to close that gap in the lead there.
Jeremy is being very assertive inside there, taking it to the hoop.
You said give a hoop?
Hoop.
Hoop. Foul win.
Taking it to the hoop.
Okay. Fouls goes on Ethan Bayo. That's his second. Braden Vips was headed to the scorer's table but told to sit back down. They're attending to Carter Garcia wrapping a couple of his fingers, and the referees are going to say, you're going to have to go out, son. Well, no, they're going to make sure it's not bleeding. We had a long delay in the girls' game we did Friday because of a nosebleed. They had to clean up a lot of spots on the court. So Jeremy Myers at the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play here. He missed it. Rebound goes to Reamer. No, it was Overbay.
Well, they've got it down to 5 points.
6 minutes to go, and Bayo gets by the defense, puts it up. Oh, it went around and out, but did draw the foul. I believe it's going to go on Fletcher Henry. Let's see. Nope. Went on Carter Garcia, his first team foul on the Highclimbers here in the fourth. Does send Bayo to the free throw line where he missed the first one. You know, Bayo has 10 points, and he's been quiet since the second quarter. He did have a basket in the third, but he's been quiet since then. He does hit that second free throw, though, gives him 11. Makes it 46-40. Here's Carter Garcia up the far sidelines. Get it back to Myers, set the offense, 23 on the shot clock. Myers way outside, lobs it back to Garcia, and to Myers. Myers puts on the Jets, lobs it, a little runner at the foul line, missed it. And Anchors comes up with a rebound.
Just a little too much power going into the basket there.
And a jump ball called, and that will go to the Highclimbers on the alternating possession. 5:36 to go in the ball game. Tumwater 46, Shelton 40 with the ball. Gott will baseline inbounds it from the left of the backboard. He'll get it into Garcia. Took a little hop, takes a three off the bounce now, and hits it.
Clutch three, bringing it down to only a 3-point deficit here.
46-43, 5:25 to go, ball game. Tumwater with the lead in the ball. Here's Bayo. Hands it off to Anchors. Back to Bayo. Bayo's going to fake outside, go baseline, go right to the bucket with a double pump. Puts it in, and the foul. Whoa. Way to hang in the air there, Ethan Bayo.
Ethan Bayo's been the difference in this ball game, in my opinion, for Tumwater.
Yeah, he's been all over the floor tonight, especially on the offensive side. But the defense even sneakily getting steals off the turnover or off the bad passes, and he's really been focused on creating pressure.
And they do get the foul to Jeremy Myers, his second. Only the second team foul. Bayo at the free throw line for a possible three-point play. He completes it.
Brings the deficit back up to 6.
Highclimbers got to within 3. They have the ball, and Phipps can't handle a pass out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a 15th turnover for the Highclimbers compared to 13 for the T-Birds.
A lot of turnover trouble for both teams here, but Tumwater especially, even though Shelton has more.
Bayo to the hoop, came up short, rebound and put back his Landers, his 7 points, and it's a 51-43 game now. Myers trapped in back court near the baseline, gets it to Garcia. Lob it back to Myers. Myers speeds to the middle of the court on the dribble, beats the 10 count, over goes to Phipps for 3. Get in there. Phipps with 15 points, all from beyond the arc.
5 threes.
51-46 is our score. 4:39 to go here in the ball game. And here is Balsley. Balsley, one dribble over to Reamer. Reamer will step back, swing it over to Anchors. Anchors back to Reamer. Reamer to Overbay. Overbay will get it to Reamer. Reamer fakes the baseline. Oh boy, that was a very quick whistle on the travel. Very quick whistle on the travel. 51-46, still our score. Tumwater with the lead, Shelton with the ball. Here's a no-look pass to Garcia. Garcia speeds across midcourt and gives it back to Myers. Oh, a steal by Bayo and a collision, but no whistle. Bayo comes up with it. He's going to go to the bucket by himself and stuff it. Stuff it with the one hand. He made sure that was going in that time. 53-46. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Here is Garcia up the near sidelines. And he'll hand it off to Myers. 20 on the shot clock. Myers will get a screen and kick it into the corner to Garcia. Garcia fakes the 3, drives in, shuffles it, but they poked away. Here comes Anchors. Anchors up to Overbay. Overbay with a little dunk, or almost dunk.
Back to back is not good in that paint.
And a timeout by Sam Krieger. 55-46, 3:37 to go in the ball game. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Been a fun ball game throughout, gentlemen. 55-46 is our score. Tumwater with the lead. It's 9. Shelton will have the ball.
They were able to get it down to what, 3?
3.
Yeah. Each team has plenty of turnover, or timeouts. Plenty of timeouts left.
Okay. Highclimbers have Parsons, Phipps, Myers, and both Henrys on the court. Tumwater counters with Bayo, Balsley, Overbay, Reamer, and Anchors. Here's Parsons with the ball, back to Myers. They back off on the full court press. Myers comes across midcourt. Throws the pass over to Bennett Henry. Now to Braden Phipps. Hooks a pass down to Henry. Bennett up fakes a couple times, missed the shot. Bayo with the rebound. Slings it out to Reamer. Reamer across court to Balsley, into the corner to Overbay. He'll fake the 3, drive to the side of the paint, kick it up top to Anchors, and back to Bayo and reset. Hand it off to Reamer. Now to Overbay. Back to Reamer. Reamer trying to get by Phipps. He'll bounce pass down to Anchors. Double teamed on the box. He'll dribble and find Reamer for 3 and hits. Reamer with 12 points, his second 3 in the game.
Tumwater is trying to bury Shelton right now, and it is working.
58-46, 2:45 to go here in the ball game. Jeremy Myers with the dribble, gets a screen from Fletcher Henry. Now it finds Bennett Henry. Hands it off to Sam Parsons. He'll take a 3. That's off. Rebound, Reamer. And Anchors will pick the ball up for the T-Birds. Now to Bayo. Bayo skips over here to the near side, finds Balsley, back to Bayo. Knocked out of bounds by Sam Parsons. Quick hands by Sam. And here comes 5 guys up off the Highclimber bench. I think Coach Krager's going to concede here, as got Andrews, Garcia, Medina, and who am I missing here? Oh, Zepeda Soto. Check into the ball game. Here's Bayo with the ball between the circles. 2:20 to go in the game. To Anchors. To Reamer. And now to Anchors. Now to Balsley. Balsley will drive to the paint, take a big step, and a foul called with 1 on the shot clock. Boy, what good defensive presence for the Highclimbers here. They got it down to 1, but bailed out by a foul.
Down double digits with only 2 minutes left to go. It's just not a good spot for the Highclimbers to be at right now.
I believe that went on Trevor Gott, his first. First free throw by Julian Balsley goes in. We'll get another one. It's now 59 to 46, 2:05 to go. Second free throw off the back of the iron. Rebound goes to Zepeda Soto. Caesar will get it to Medina, and Medina will skip up the court with the dribble. Hand it off to Gott. Gets a screen from Zepeda Soto. Trevor pity pats the dribble, splits the double team on the dribble, stops on the box, finds Zepeda Soto to the baseline, up fakes, steps by the defense, blocked from behind. I think they're going to get Anchors with the foul. Sends Caesar to the free throw line. 4th team foul on the T-Birds. I don't know who the foul was called on. Okay. Somebody in green, guys. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to say it went on Anchors. It'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, it would be his.
Zepeda Soto's first free throw, just a bit off. He'll get another one. 1:46 to go. Tumwater 59, Shelton 46. Highclimbers made the T-Birds work tonight. It's not over yet. You never know what's going to happen. Here's the second free throw by Zepeda Soto is off. Overbay with the rebound, nearly taken away. He gives it out to Anchors. Anchors speeds across midcourt, finds Overbay. Now hand it off to Bayo between the circles. Get a screen from Overbay. Hand it off to Balsley. Balsley over to Reamer. Reamer steps back, doesn't take the 3. Swing over to Overbay. Overbay up top to Anchors. Anchors will put the dribble on the floor and find Reamer. 5 on the shot clock for Reamer. Reamer will get it to Balsley. He'll take a 3. Ooh, in and out. Bayo got in there with a rebound, but ripped away by Medina. Medina calls out the play with 1:05 to go. He'll stop at the side of the paint, kick it up top to Andrews, back to Medina. And on the dribble to Zepeda Soto. Looking for Gott. He'll get it to Gott far side beyond the 3-point arc. Trevor had his pocket pick, but gets the ball back. 50 seconds, 5 on the shot clock for Gott. Gott will avoid the defense to launch a 3 and hit it. Trevor Gott with his first points.
Big 3 there.
It's a 10-point Tumwater lead with 37 seconds remaining and counting. Here's Reamer with the ball in the front court for the T-Birds. Now to Bayo. Bayo to the 3-point arc on the near side. To Anchors, down to Bayo under the basket. Oh, popped out. Rebound goes to Andrews, to Garcia. Carter pushes the pace with 18 seconds. Now to Medina. Medina will drive to the 3-point arc, find Garcia for 3. Oh, nope. Rebound goes to Overbay. Overbay just trying to avoid Andrews, and they'll back it off and run out the clock as Anchors will throw it to the feet of Reamer, and that'll do it. 59-49, our final. The Tumwater T-Birds remain undefeated in Evergreen Conference play with that victory, but it wasn't as easy as I expected tonight, and I'll take full responsibility for that with missed call. Anyways, we'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
I'm Garrett Baldwin. I coach football here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. When you see that pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
Share HCC love and save. For a limited time, when you refer a friend to Hood Canal Communications, you both get a $50 account credit, and your friend gets free installation. That's right, $50 for you, $50 for them, plus waived install fees. New customer activation required, and some restrictions may apply. Share the love, share the savings, share HCC. Don't wait. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481 today.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
I'm Aubrey Cardoza, a volleyball coach here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and a part of a team. When you see the pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
Well, it's a final here in the raucous mini dome. 59-49 the final score. Tumwater T-Birds knock off the Shelton Highclimbers. T-Birds pretty balanced across the board. 16 points for Ethan Bayo, 12 for Owen Reamer, 11 for Julian Balsley, 11 for Landon Akers, 5 for Braden Conrad, 4 for Luke Overbay. For the Highclimbers, they were led by Braden Phipps, 15 points, all from beyond the three-point arc. 7 for Sam Parsons, 6 for Jeremy Myers, 5 for Carter Garcia, 5 for Bennett Henry, 4 for Fletcher Henry, 3 for Trevor Gott, and a basket for Charles Medina. And I just love to watch the band dance around over there, the drums going. You can barely hear yourself think. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Final again, Tumwater 59 and Shelton 49.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Well, it's a final here in the Mini Dome, 59-49, Tumwater. Extends their winning streak. Who did they lose to? What was it? It was
Capital.
Capital. That's right, which shocks me. But yeah, Capital, and that was quite a while ago. It was like the first game, I think, or something like that. First or second game. It was early in the season. Second game. It was early in the season, but they are impressive, and I think they got more than they bargained for coming in here to Mini Dome, and they sure did.
I totally agreed.
Yeah, the Highclimbers did lead by 9 at one point. They trailed by 12 and pulled to within 3, and then Tumwater we're done with this. We're gonna turn it back on.
I think it's a numbers game. You know, our bench is not as strong tonight because we're missing 3 players or 2, and of course, can't wait to get Billy back. But the thing is, you can tell the bench wasn't quite as strong tonight as it has been for the Highclimbers, and it made a difference. They were worn out.
They certainly were. What do we have statistically, Jerry?
Okay, for the Highclimbers, they had 17 turnovers. They were 19 for 46 from the field, 41%. That's pretty good. That's not bad. They were 8 for 19 from three-point land. That's 42%. That's what I was hoping they would get, and they did.
Yeah.
Now they were 2 for 7 from the foul line, so they got to improve on that. So they got to cut down on the turnovers a little bit, improve on the foul shots. Did a nice job on three-point land tonight for the Highclimbers. For the T-Birds, they had 14 turnovers, 7 at each half. They were 23 for 49 from the field, and that equals 46%. That's pretty good. That's really good. They did not shoot that well from three-point land. They were only 4 for 13.
Let's see. Is
that what you're getting?
I might have miscounted here.
Okay.
In my jumble of things here.
Two,
you're right. 2, 3,
4.
1, 2, 3.
You got
2, 3, 4. You're right, 4.
Was I right? 4? Okay.
I'm just keeping adding to our total here for the food bank. Now it's up to $53.
Yeah, 4 for 13 for the T-Birds from three-point land. Now, I was impressed. Their foul shooting was 7 for 9, and most of those foul shots came from Landon Anchors. He only missed 1 foul shot tonight, so that was really good. And they made a couple more turnovers than probably they have in the past, Hunter.
Yeah, definitely a big difference from their past games where they've kept the turnovers below double digits before, but this game it just was a different story for them.
But my head goes off to the Shelton. I thought Jeremy Myers played well tonight.
Oh, he did.
You know, he took that ball to the hoop very, very well. Also, you can't put down, and you look at the three-point shooting from Phipps.
Yeah.
Was it Phipps? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Phipps. He had 5 threes.
Wow, that's great.
Do you have any totals on the rebounds, or did you kind of lose track there?
So for Tumwater, it looks like they had 11 so far for the starters, along with Landon Anchors, number 15, had 3 rebounds going into the third quarter. This is when he snagged them all, and then they put him back on the bench. But he was doing really good in that third quarter. And then for the Highclimbers, we had 17 total rebounds as far as I could get. I did lose track here and there, but Bennett Henry led the team with 7 of those rebounds, and Fletcher, his little brother, right behind him with 5.
Cool. After I recalculated, we got $60 going to the food bank.
And I think Ethan Balo was the difference, like I said, a couple times tonight. He was phenomenal inside.
16 points, 8 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Next up for the Highclimbers, they play at Black Hills on Friday night as the second half of the conference begins. The T-Birds head to WF West on Thursday. Should be a fun game for them. Hunter, any thoughts?
I think the difference maker here tonight was the speed. The pace they played at was just too quick for Shelton to handle, and when it came into the third quarter and they had enough time to recharge, they didn't take advantage of that. And that's what cost them the game.
But you got to give them credit. They got it down to 3 points.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I thought that was great. They didn't give up.
They didn't own it.
I appreciate the effort that Shelton put in tonight.
Yeah, a lot of heart from both sides here. This is the rivalry game, so you expect a little bit more aggressiveness from both sides, and that's what Shelton brought today.
All right, gentlemen.
Thank you, and it was nice having you tonight.
Yep, it was nice to be here.
Okay, great.
Our next broadcast is Thursday night when the Shelton girls host Black Hills. Tip-off here on Terry Craig Court is set for 7 p.m. I say set for 7 p.m. You just never know what happens in that JV game, and if they throw a C game, well, they don't have a C team, but if they throw something earlier game, it really gets everything out of whack, like it was tonight.
Nice job, Deidre, tonight. Play-by-play did very well, as
Thanks,
usual.
Jerry. Well, that will do it for us here in the Mini Dome tonight. My thanks, as always, to Jerry Apple and Hunter Inc. for their help with tonight's broadcast. Final again. Tumwater 59, Shelton 49, and I realized I have not done this yet. $60 going to the food banks from the statistics for tonight. It keeps creeping up there, guys. Every game we seem to get more and more going.
That's
to the food
great.
bank.
Good.
And we appreciate that. If you, we encourage everybody to go ahead and donate as well. Match us, beat us, do whatever you can. Throw some food towards any of the food banks.
And like I mentioned several times, this is the important part of the year. You know, people they give during the holidays, but they forget that, hey, now it's getting colder and there's just a big need out there.
Yeah, year round. It doesn't really matter year round, and we're going to continue this through the spring sports as well.
Oh, good,
so
good.
Got that one all figured out, Jerry. So
okay,
going to be relying on you quite a bit. All right, that'll do it for us. We'll talk to you Thursday. You've been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Thanks for checking us out.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.